September 21, 1981. Justice First. Sandra Day O'Connor was confirmed by the United States Senate as the first woman to serve as an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court. President Ronald Reagan nominated her on July 7, 1981, to replace retiring Justice Potter Stewart. The Senate voted 99-0 in favor of her confirmation, with one senator absent. 4 days later, on September 25, 1981, she took her seat on the court, marking a historic moment in American judicial history. Her appointment fulfilled a campaign pledge made by Ronald Reagan during the 1980 election to nominate a woman to the High Court. For the first time since the court's establishment in 1789, a female justice took the bench. The confirmation hearings were the first televised for a Supreme Court nominee, allowing millions of Americans to witness the event. Senators questioned O'Connor on abortion, equal rights, and judicial philosophy. She avoided specific commitments on controversial topics, emphasizing judicial restraint and the importance of precedent. Before her nomination, O'Connor built a distinguished career in law and public service. She served as Assistant Attorney General of Arizona, then as state senator, becoming the first woman majority leader of any state senate in the nation. Later, she served as a judge on the Maricopa County Superior Court and the Arizona Court of Appeals. Her career reflected a record of pragmatism, independence, and leadership that strengthened her candidacy. Once on the court, O'Connor played a pivotal role for nearly 25 years. She was often the swing vote in closely divided cases, particularly during the 1980s and 1990s. Her opinions shaped constitutional law in areas including federalism, gender discrimination, religious freedom, and reproductive rights. In Planned Parenthood v. Casey, 1992, she co-authored the controlling opinion that reaffirmed the core holding of Roe v. Wade while permitting some restrictions on abortion. In Grutter v. Bollinger, 2003, she supported affirmative action in higher education, stating that diversity in university admissions served a compelling interest. Her confirmation carried broader symbolic importance. O'Connor's presence on the Supreme Court opened doors for women throughout the legal profession. She demonstrated that women could serve effectively at the highest levels of the judiciary. The appointment inspired generations of women to pursue careers in law, government, and public service. Her example contributed to a shift in public perception about gender and leadership within the judiciary. The bipartisan nature of her confirmation was significant. The unanimous 99-0 Senate vote reflected an era of wider consensus on judicial nominations compared to modern times. Both Republicans and Democrats recognized her qualifications, integrity, and experience. The support she received underscored her standing as a respected legal figure acceptable to a broad political spectrum. Her retirement on January 31, 2006, closed a chapter that had begun with her historic appointment in 1981. By then, the court had welcomed other women, beginning with Ruth Bader Ginsburg in 1993. Today, several women serve on the Supreme Court, a development traced directly to O'Connor's path-breaking role. She transformed what had once been considered impossible into a precedent, making gender diversity on the court a permanent expectation. The historical significance of O'Connor's confirmation lies not only in the breaking of a centuries-long barrier, but also in the substantive influence she exercised on the court. Her moderate, case-by-case approach left a lasting mark on constitutional jurisprudence. Her career reflected both the symbolism of inclusion and the reality of decisive judicial impact. For enthusiasts of historical ephemera, visit history-collectors.com to find collectibles that might complement your collection. You can own a piece of history.